Hey, what's up folks? It's Smith back again playing Castleburn, and I got a new strategy for you guys to try out. I call it the Tier 2 Rush Strategy. We're going to see how to use it right in this video here. You guys check it out. It basically is going to use the Amazon troop. And if you don't know, the Amazon is a girl, I think. She's a manly girl type. Anyway, she has a spear and she stands at quite a distance away and only aims for mana sanctums and other buildings, camps, and in general your castle. So the idea here is to do a early tier 2 rush, try to eliminate your enemy's resources, and then come in with a bunch of other low cost tier 2 troops to defend and to further advance. Basically, you want your opponent to get to the point where you've eliminated their resources and they spend their mana trying to rebuild their camps and mana sanctums, and while all that is going on the other side, you're attacking with your low cost troops. So just doing what I normally do here, which is trying to grab mana sanctums or manctums. I'm going to call them manctums. Mana sanctums are now manctums for me because one less syllable to use, and just call it sounds a little cooler. Manctums. So I'm grabbing all that I can while I can. I've got Merhim here as the hero, and that's pretty effective because he defends good about against early tier 1 rushes, goblins and archers and things like that, because he does splash damage with his fire and magic and sorcery and stuff. So alright, I've got now my tier 2 troops. Now these are going to be the main ones. We're going to have 2 teams going on opposite sides, guys. We can start out with our Amazons and our sorceresses, and then we're going to go, while they're trying to combat that and stop our Amazons from doing what they do, we're going to come on the other side with our low cost but effective Frost Mage and Harpy combo. So we see what they got going on here. Just send a couple of scouts out, and the goblins can also be effective and running out and eliminating things like shooters and things that you wouldn't think. Goblins can be effective too, especially at level 8 where I have mine. Alright, so here we go. We got he sent his hero out to try to get us, and what they don't realize is the sorceresses are pretty strong with their magic. In combination with the Frost Mages, I mean, we pretty much eliminate them. And on the other side, I've gone ahead and sent out the Harpies. They see a mana sanctum that they want to take down. The Harpies are so good, guys, especially against these Rocketeers. What level Rocketeer? Level 4 Rocketeer? I don't know if that's strong or not, but it's not that strong. Alright, and we have a problem with a dragon over here on the left-hand side. How are we going to combat that? Dragon, we don't have any tier 3 combaters. We don't have any dragon slayers, guys. So let's start out with a poison here. The poison is not doing much, but we'll send out a couple of Frost Mages to slow down the damage from the dragon. And the sorceress is at my level 6. She does about 500 damage, which is a lot. So I bet that I could actually use these sorceresses, whatever they're called, sorcerer girls. I can use them to kill off a couple of dragons. Now, did our opponent leave because of something else, or is he giving up? It's hard to tell. There's the last dragon. Dead. Alright, well, I guess he's gone. So let's just go full force with our strategy here. The sorceresses are very effective, as you can see. And they're just sandwiched right behind. They've got the Amazons protecting them. And so this is this is how you want things to look, guys. You wanna definitely do this on both sides of the map if you can. Depending on the map that you're at, but you can see how effective this will be. This is why the guy left. What's his name? Soclock? Is that his name? Maybe it's a girl. This is why they probably left, because they knew what was coming. Victory for Smith. And that is the Tier 2 rush strategy. Folks, hope you're taking notes because we're going to have a test. We're going to do another battle here. And coming up. However, I think I want to try this out with a different troop. Oh, I got promoted. Gold 2. I've been going up and down between Gold 2 and Silver 1. Just because I've been trying out a lot of different strategies, so hopefully we can come up with one that is quite effective. Just collecting my gems for the day. Alright, let's go with the King! Leon the King, level 3. Let's go, Leon. Now, what I like about Leon, and the strategy is a bit different when you're using Leon compared to Merhem, because Merhem, he can stand kind of behind the troops and provide support with his splash damage. But since a lot of my troops that I used just now have splash damage, like the Frost Mage and the Sorceress, and even Harpy, then there's no need for him. I fired Merhem, and we're going to use Leon. Leon is a very strong young fellow, and he, in both hit points, and he does a lot of damage. So we're going to see what he can bring to the table, and his ability is also effective to protect the other troops that are actually doing most of the damage there. So, alright, so just coming along here, we want to try to grab our Manctums, Mana Sanctums, and our camps as quickly as we can to start getting the mana generated here. Now, we did something a little different this time. I grabbed the troops first, just because I wanted to show, you know, so that you could see what you'd rather prefer. You spend your first 80 on a couple of cards to get your ahead of the game and to tier 2 quicker, or should you spend your 50 on a camp and then grab a Mana Sanctum, so 125? Which should you spend, 80 or 125? So we're going to see how this plays out. This time, because I'm kind of reversing things with, I'm probably got less mana this time around. So I grabbed the Frost Mage and the Amazon. The Frost Mage to go along with the Amazon, and she's going to kind of do the same effective thing, that whole sandwich type of deal where the Frost Mage is being protected by the beefy, strong, buffy Amazon girls. And the Frost Mage is also effective in slowing down, and also really effective with the Harpy. Both low-cost troops, and they're doing a lot. And so, I think we're just about ready. We've got all the Mana Sanctums that we can right now. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab the Sorcerer, Sorceress, and we're going to grab, let's just start the Amazons going. I feel like, and it is revealed there that there are some defense buildings, and look at the effectiveness now of Leon. All right, so we have a battle here: sorcerers and Amazons versus a dragon. Let's see how that's going to play out. Meanwhile, in the upper left-hand corner, we're getting the victory. And that was partially because of Leon. So we've knocked down 2 Mana Sanctums, and we're working on a third. We've knocked down 1 Mana Sanctum, and we're working on the second, but that's not going. But we've knocked down 2 camps, maybe 3 camps. I haven't been watching what's going on the other side, the right side of the map. But so now our opponent is doing what we want him to do. Spend that mana, try to defend with your dragons, and he probably has no mana at this point. You can tell because he's dropping tier 1 Mouseketeers, whatever they're called. He's dropping those guys. Now check this out. I told you the last time that the goblins can be quite effective, and they are killing off these shooters with no problem. Oh, running past the Mouseketeers. And of course then they get killed by the dragon. Meanwhile, we've got more Amazons on the bottom right. So we're keeping them busy on each side of the map. And now dragons versus dragons. I think we each have 2 dragons. Let's see who wins this. And we can add to that. And now we have a battle going on here on the right side. We're trying to rush through. We've got our dragons too. You want to put the dragons behind. You don't want the dragons to get caught up in getting damaged. You just want them to provide protection, to provide support. And then we're surrounding dragons with sorceresses and frost mages. You can see that is a very effective strategy and for a low cost, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with our goblins combined with our sorceresses and our frost mages, it is making our opponent quit, guys. It's making him quit. So that's a very effective strategy, in my opinion. You guys let me know. I'm sure you'll let me know. Tier 2 rush strategy with the Amazon works out good for me. How about you guys? So thanks for watching this video, checking out Castleburn. You folks have a great day and use this strategy. Oh, the shield mouse.